The number one trait that all, and I'm saying all, reactive beta males have in common, the most common trait that these guys all have in common, is that they are always just a little too close to mama, right? They were just a little too much of a mama's boy, totally raised by mama, identify with mama, and now they've adopted mama's feminine frame. This is why they lash out at guys. They act out no different than women. They're stuck in their feminine energy. Because if they identified with their father, if they were raised by their father, if they were closer to their father than they are mama, okay, they would be more logical, they would be more non-reactive, dare I say, they would be more icy, they would have more testosterone, their testosterone levels would be higher, their estrogen levels would be lower, and they would have more of an ability, more of an ease. It would be more effortless for them to maintain that masculine frame, right? But when you have not yet overcome your mother and you have not yet achieved your independence from her to where you've become a man and you feel like you identify more with your father, okay, you're just constantly going to act out like her. You're going to constantly search for women like her even. You're going to date women like her. Where you can continue to play this role of mother and son, mother and son. So this is a number one trait that I've noticed with all reactive beta males is they are all mama's boys, right? Whenever I get haters in my comment section, guys hating on me, I'm like, oh, dude's a mama's boy, right? Dude's a mama's boy. Not fooling me, man. You haven't overcome your mama yet. The reason why I don't do that, why I'm non-reactive, why I stay icy, I don't lash out at people, is because I identify more with my father. When you're being raised, who did you spend the most time with? Your dad or your mom? Okay, I happen to spend more time with my dad. Even though I feared my dad, I spent more time with my dad. I identified more with my dad. I wanted to be like my dad. Right? I loved my mom, but I wasn't really like putting my shoulder on my mom and crying or anything like that. I can't even remember ever doing that. Right? I just identified more with my father. And he would always be like, try to hold in your emotions, try to control yourself. If you need to let it out, go cry by yourself. Right? I just identified with him more. I can see the guys that identify more with their moms and they have this reactiveness to them, right? And I've had plenty of students like this. A lot of my students have come from single mother households and I've kind of had to coach them out of this. I've had to coach them out of this reactiveness, okay? Especially when we're on boot camp and I'm like, hey, chick might say some nasty stuff, okay? This guy over here looks like a complete douchebag, might try to AMOG you for that shirt. I'm just warning you, okay? Don't react, right? Doesn't mean you can't throw it back. Doesn't mean you can't be playful. I like to do that, right? If somebody tries to like troll me, sometimes if I have time, I'm gonna troll back, right? I'm gonna have some fun. I'm gonna have some fun too, right? It's not just you, right? If I have time to do that. If I don't, I'm just not gonna bother. But it's gonna come from a place of amusement, not from a place of reactiveness. So big difference. But I have a lot of coaching students who've come from single mother households. They totally identify with mama. They have not yet overcome mama. And they're stuck in that feminine frame and they do tend to get reactive. And I've had to coach them out of that, right? I've had to coach them out of that and I'm just like, hey, you know what? You have to leave that behind. Maybe you didn't know your father, but you have to reparent yourself now. You have to identify more with your masculine side or masculine male role models that you admire. Would they be acting out like this, right? Whoever your role model is, like if it's Tom Cruise, right? You have to ask yourself, what would Tom Cruise do in this situation? Would Tom Cruise react here? Or if I'm your role model, what would M do in this situation? Would M react here? Would he freak out? And all this other stuff. So you have to identify more with your masculine side and you have to let go of your feminine side. Okay, because this is the number one trait that all reactive males have, right? And obviously when it's a coaching student of mine, it's my duty, it's my responsibility to help him. But if it's just a hater who's like dropping shade down below or, sending me DMs like he's angry, he doesn't like my coaching videos or something like that, it's because you're stuck in your feminine frame, right? And you're not fooling me. I'm a self-development coach. So I know that you're just a little too close to mama. You have not yet overcome your mother's love. You have not achieved your independence from her. You're still a mama's boy. And you could be 50, 60 years old, still be a mama's boy, right? This is why you want to break free from that. You want to break free from that, because once you break free from that, you'll notice too, you'll break free from your anger, right? You'll break free from this anger that you have towards people, this hostility you have towards people. This is why you see a lot of leftists walking around out there, just very angry, very hostile. You know, obviously we have this mask thing going on. A lot of people are using it as an excuse to get even more angry, to fuel their anger, to lash out at society, lash out at anybody not wearing the mask, when really deep down, it's just more reason for them to keep being angry. Like stuck in this like feminine, very emotional, very reactive mindset. You have to understand, if you're still reactive, if you're not yet icy, if you feel like, oh, you know, you gotta like throw shade at somebody or troll somebody or do anything like any low value shit like that you commonly see haters do below, you will know automatically that those guys are mama's boys. The reason why they do it is because they're stuck in their feminine frame. And the reason they're stuck in their feminine frame is because they're too close to mommy. They were raised by mommy. They identify with mommy. They have not overcome mommy's love. Okay? And a lot of times they had no father in their life. They had no strong male role model. And if they did have a father in life, he was a weak father figure. Because if he was strong, they wouldn't be doing shit like that down below. They would not be doing shit like that down below. It's because they had a weak father. Nobody disciplined them otherwise. If you're in this frame of thought, in this frame of mind, like a lot of my coaching students are that I've helped out of this, that's a constant theme that I've seen with these guys, is just whenever I ask them, I'm like, hey, who raised you? My mom. You know, even if they grew up in a two-parent household, a lot of times they're like, oh, I was just closer to my mom. Really? Yeah, I spent most of my time with my mom. I didn't really relate to my dad. She would take me everywhere. She taught me how to read, taught me how to throw a baseball, all this other stuff. And it's like, okay, dude, you have to let her go, right? You have to become your own man now. You're not 8 years old anymore, right? You have to become your own man now. You have to stand on your own 2 feet. You don't need mama's love. You have to overcome her love. You don't need to be, you know, glomming onto her still. Even if it's just emotionally, you have to just detach yourself and become your own man. And take responsibility for becoming your own man. All of the things that you have to be accountable for being your own man. You have to take on this entire new batch of responsibilities, and you have to let go of mama, right? Doesn't mean you're cutting her off and never gonna see her again. Just means you have to let go of her emotionally and be your own man. Okay, and I did a coaching video previously called, in order to become a man, you must kill the boy inside of you. The boy inside of you must die in order for you to become a man. Same thing with mama, right? If you're reactive, if you just can't control your emotions, if you're constantly lashing out at people in anger, hostility, passive aggressiveness, it's because you're too close to mama. And you need to become your own man. And you need to take on those responsibilities of becoming your own man, as we just talked about. Okay? So that is the number one trait of all reactive alpha males, especially haters, is that they are all mama's boys. And I've just told you how to break free from that and the causes for it. And as always, feel free to drop your comments below. Let me know your thoughts about this. Let me know your experiences growing up. Were you more close to your mother or more close to your father? And just share your stories below, guys. I love to read them, and it helps everybody else out in our tribe too, who also will grow and benefit from your stories. And with that said, I'm going to wrap up here. Until next time, this is Matt Cross signing out from home. I have to do this every once in a while, right? I shoot from home. There is Cash and Gizmo all the way in the distance over there sleeping together. And yes, I'm actually at home. I'm not in Vegas yet, but I'm probably gonna take another trip in a couple of weeks because I'm already bored. I really don't like shooting from home. Till next time, don't forget to smash that like button below. Do it now, smash the like button. Also hit the notification bell, guys. Hit that notification bell as well so that you are notified whenever I upload a brand new coaching video here on the YouTube channel. And also whenever I live stream, a lot of you guys are complaining like, oh, I didn't get the message that you live streaming. That's why you got to hit the notification bell as well, sir. Okay, so hit that notification bell too. And obviously you want to make sure you're subscribed to my channel. That way you're notified and you know whenever I'm uploading new content or I'm going live. Make sure you're subscribed, because YouTube hates the fact that I'm teaching you guys this stuff. So I need you guys to make sure you're subscribed. That way it helps me reach other guys just like you and just like me, right? And for you guys who want to support my work and all of this red pill, gold pill, and platinum pill content that I'm teaching you even further, the best way to do that is by becoming a premium subscriber of my premium Alpha Male Secrets channel, which I am hosting on a private platform away from YouTube. And the reason I'm doing that is protect my premium content from YouTube. In the event they try to shut me down one day, they won't be able to, because I'm paying for this premium platform. That's the absolute best way to support me and show that you love me and you love what I'm doing here and you want me to continue. And right now it's only $1 for the entire first month of premium Alpha Male Secrets coaching lessons from me. It's only $1, so take advantage of it. And all you need to do is click that link below in my description box. It will take you over to my website where you can get signed up right now. It just takes 2 seconds, so do that now, and I will see you in my next coaching video.